Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're talking about India, a place of just incredible diversity. But with all that variety, how does it all hold together? We're going to dive into that very question, looking at this beautiful idea of finding the one in the play of the many. So, how does a nation with over 1.4 billion people stay united? Well, before we can even get to the unity part, you really have to wrap your head around the sheer scale of the diversity we're talking about. I mean, this isn't just a big country, it's a subcontinent just packed with variety. Okay, get this. A landmark survey by the Anthropological Survey of India found, wait for it, 4,635 distinct communities. That's over 4,500 groups, each with its own unique way of life. And it's not just customs. Within those communities, people are speaking hundreds and hundreds of different languages. We're talking 325 languages here. Seriously, you could be on a train, and at almost every big stop, the chatter you hear on the platform could be a totally different language. And then you have how they're written down. It's not just the spoken words that are different. These languages use at least 25 different scripts. Completely different sets of letters and symbols. It's incredible. So, all this might sound like total chaos, right? One historian even called it bewildering diversity. But it's not. It's more like what the poet Rabindranath Tagore wrote. May I never lose the bliss of the touch of the one in the play of the many. It's this beautiful dance, an interplay between the single, unified idea and all its many, many parts. And really, that's the answer to our big question. The principle is called unity in diversity. The whole idea is that a country can actually be stronger because all these different cultures and beliefs coexist peacefully. It's not about ignoring the differences, it's about finding that shared thread that runs through everything. So, how does this actually work in real life? Let's take a look. We're going to explore this through three really simple, everyday things: unity on a plate, the unstitched unifier, and shared stories, different voices. All right, first up, unity on a plate. Let's dig into how we find that common ground in India's absolutely massive culinary world. I mean, who doesn't love food? So when you think about Indian food, it's this amazing contrast, right? On one side, you have thousands of unique dishes, flavors, and ways of cooking things from region to region. But on the other side, underneath it all, there's the shared foundation of common ingredients that are used pretty much everywhere. And that's the shared pantry. Things like rice, wheat, different kinds of millets and pulses, dals, and of course those core spices like turmeric, cumin, and ginger. These ingredients are like a culinary thread connecting the whole country. Think about it. The same rice and lentils can become a simple, comforting khichdi in the north, or a super elaborate biryani in the south. It's a perfect example of that one in the many idea. Okay, next, let's move from food to fabric. We're calling this one the unstitched unifier, and you'll see how a single piece of cloth can tell a story of just infinite variety. And here it is, the sari. At its heart, it's so simple, just one long unstitched piece of fabric. But from that one concept, you get hundreds of varieties, designs, and colors. It's like this single idea just blossoms into this incredible diversity. It's fundamentally the same thing, just expressed in a million different ways. Yeah, the sari is a single dress with thousands of years of history and just endless modern variations. You'll see it pretty much all over India, made from everything from traditional cotton and silk to modern fabrics. And the way it's draped, that can change completely from one region to another, creating all these amazing distinct styles. And its versatility is just timeless. Look at this. We've got an ancient stone relief on one side, and on the other, a modern-day cradle made from a sari. Its basic form and function haven't really changed for centuries, but it's constantly being adapted for new uses. It's amazing. So yeah, it's way more than just a dress. It can be draped in countless styles, sure, but it can also be a cradle for a child, a tool to help harvest grain, or even a quick shelter from the rain. This one garment is this incredible multi-purpose tool that's literally woven into the fabric of everyday life. Okay, so this pattern, this idea of a single core with tons of different expressions, it goes beyond physical things like food and clothes. It's also deep in the culture, in festivals and stories. So let's talk about festivals. Right around January 14th, there's a huge harvest festival. But what's it called? Well, in the north, it's Lori or Magi. In the east, Mag Bihu. Go south, and it's Pongal. Head west, it's Uttarayan. It's one harvest, one celebration, but it has so many different names. Each name reflects the local culture, but they're all celebrating the exact same thing. And we see the same thing with stories, the great Indian epics like the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. They aren't just one single book. They've been translated and adapted into countless regional and folk versions. They're a shared story that's been told and retold in pretty much every language you can think of. And to give you a sense of the scale of this, check this out. In just one state, Tamil Nadu, researchers found around 100 different folklore versions of the Mahabharata. Just one state. Can you even imagine how many variations there must be across the whole country? Each one is like a unique mirror, reflecting a shared story in its own way. So let's bring it all together. What's the final takeaway from all this? From the food, the clothing, the stories? Well, it comes back to this. The unity of India isn't found by ignoring all those differences. Not at all. It's found by celebrating them. It's about seeing the one in the play of the many. Unity is not uniformity. It's about finding and appreciating those common threads, that shared pantry, that single piece of cloth, that core story that tie this whole amazing, diverse population together. And that kind of leaves us with a question to think about, right? What are the common threads that unite your community? What are the shared ingredients or clothes or stories that create unity in your own world? It's a cool thing to think about.